The 3D, 5D split is here. Whether you experience your world through the third dimension or the fifth dimension is by natural design. It is natural selection. Depending on your frequency and the frequency and vibration that you have held active over the past couple of years and the building of that. The split between the 3D and the 5D, which we refer to as the old world and the new world, is, you can experience it as follow. Experiencing your reality through the 3D dimension is experiencing who you are, how you feel, where you are in your experience through the conditions. So basically, the conditions in your world, in your reality, what is done, what is not done, what does happen, what doesn't happen, affects your vibration. So you are basically a slave to the conditions of the world. Okay, whether I'm happy or not depends on whether or not somebody outside of me did or did not do something. Whether I feel safe or secure in my world depends on whether or not the leaders did or did not do something. That is living your experience through the 3D perception or perspective. That is you in the old world living a very conditional reality. If my partner does or does not message me in the morning, that determines whether or not I get to be happy today or not. If my boss does or does not appreciate me, that determines whether or not I feel that I am of value or not today. That is you experiencing your reality through the third dimension, through a 3D perspective. This is a talk about spiritual consciousness for those of you who are sensitive, who read the signs, who understand and recognize that the world has shifted. It is not the same. And we have been experiencing frequency wars where you are trying to establish, where am I? What am I at war with the world? Or am I a part of the love and the growth and the solutions, So the 3D split is here. And whether or not you experience your world through the third dimension or the fifth dimension is directly linked to your frequency and your vibration. So if you find that you are very dependent on the conditions, if, for example, something happens in your day that does not go right, then it determines how you feel for the rest of the week. You are having a very conditional experience to your external world. You are experiencing your reality through 3D. For those of you who understand and know that you create and determine your reality, that you get to have a higher perspective of what you're experiencing. And just because somebody doesn't compliment you does not mean you're not beautiful. It doesn't affect how you feel. It doesn't affect your confidence. Just because somebody's not behaving in the way you want does not have an impact on your value. You're experiencing your reality from your personal power, from the fifth dimension. So that is what this message is going to be about. I am channeling what Spirit wants you to know about what you're experiencing in your world right now. Okay? Through either 3D perspective or 5D perspective. And if you find that you are in that uncomfortable place where you're still in the old world, perceiving your reality through external conditions, through what other people determine and decide for you, you're not feeling empowered, you feel like a victim, and you'd like to shift into 5D perspective of your reality into the new world, you can still do that. You don't have to be in this uncomfortable place. But at the same time, you have to respect when you recognize that somebody else has made the decision and the choice to experience their reality through the 3D perspective, through the old lens. You have to trust and respect their process. You only get to decide where you are. There's a plane going over above. Let me just allow that noise to pass. Okay. So if you resonate with what I'm saying, please comment. Let me know how. I'm going to get into the message that Spirit wants to share with you to serve you on your journey in your highest good right now. Where you choose to be. You might feel powerless in what you see is happening in the world. You might feel powerless in the pain, the suffering that you see around you in your community, depending on which community you are from. But you are not powerless. You contribute through the vibration that you offer. You contribute through how you show up. Okay? And this is how we heal. This is how we help to heal the world. How we help to contribute to other people's experience in a positive, powerful way. Okay? If you have been led here, your guides, your keepers, your angel guides have led you here to understand what is happening in your reality, in our world, in the universe as we know it. We think we share a world with billions of other people and that we share one pie and only the greedy gets to have the pie and the others don't. It's not true. That's an illusion. You have your own world within this universe. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What is the base energy of this reading? There is a safe place for you to go. You might be feeling very insecure in this world right now. You might be feeling very insecure in your relationship, in your reality, perhaps in your career. The world has changed so dramatically. We no longer seek for or are able to depend on our security from leaders and other people outside of us. We are awakening to the understanding that we can only have freedom in creating our own stability. In tuning into unconditional love, that is the path towards attracting unconditional love. You can't be conditional about your life experience and about what you love and you don't love. I only love this person if they behave a certain way. I only like where I live if the conditions are favorable. I can only see value in my work if everything works out the way I want. That is being conditional. You cannot manifest and attract unconditional love from that basis. You cannot get to a happy destination from an unhappy journey. So you've got to make that choice now, today. And Spirit is saying there is a safe place for you to go. And that's 5D. The fifth dimension is us elevating our frequency and creating what it is that we want to experience in the world here within us, so that we offer that frequency and then we attract every person, every situation and everything that is a match to that. And whatever is not a match to that, we will not bump into it. Just like you cannot hear a broadcast from one radio station on another radio station's frequency because they're not a match. You have to tune into that frequency to receive the broadcast from that particular radio station. Everything in life is like that. So when you have people bumping into you that you don't enjoy and that you don't prefer, you have to be willing to search within you, what inside of me is a match to these people, so that I can shift that energy and that vibration and that frequency, and I can start manifesting people who are of a different frequency, situations that are of a different frequency. Spirit says there is a safe place for you. And the number that comes up is 4. So let me explain that to you. We have shifted, we have experienced our reality predominantly in the 3D. This 3D tangible world where we only believe that something is real if we can taste, touch and feel it. That's where we have experienced ourselves for the longest time. So therefore we are very conditional. Because you can't tell me that there is rain if I can't see the rain. Even if there is rain, I mean, here in Cape Town, it can rain in different parts of the city. And we won't even know because it's not raining where we are. The cloud did not burst right above me. But that doesn't mean there is no rain. And most of us have lived our lives like that. If I don't see that something is happening, I don't believe it to be true. And that's why we have regurgitated and re-experienced, recycled experiences over and over, because we've declared that this is my reality and that there is nothing more. So we've shifted the resonance of this planet has been increasing consistently since 2012. And it has sped up since the mass awakening of 2021, I think, when we had COVID. That COVID period, that was a mass awakening. And so the resonance has elevated at a rapid rate, even more so, as we approach where we are today. So we're in a different frequency that we've ever been before on this planet. And there are many of you who have been a part of elevating this frequency. So now we've elevated from 3D to 4D. We are in between 3D and 5D. And why we get to experience a 5D perception of the world or a 3D perception of the world is we get to decide where we calibrate. What it is we calibrate to. And it's not based on our actions. It's based on the energy that we assume. So I like to use this analogy. You can bring 10 or 20 people to an event and you can play out the same drama, the same theatrical, or you can present the same show to all of them. And when you ask them individually of their experience, they will point out different things. Some of them would appreciate it, some of them won't. And it all depends on their personal vibration, where they are at the time that you present this story to them, or the art to them, or the experience to them. Because we are all experiencing reality through our individual perspectives. And that perspective depends on our individual state of being, our individual frequency and vibration. And that's why you can bring the most beautiful experience to somebody that is calibrated to a lack of value, and they won't appreciate it in the way that somebody else who has a higher sense of value and a deeper connection to their world and their reality. You can't give people, that's why there's the saying, the old saying, you can take somebody, you can provide them with fish every day, or you can teach them to fish. It's a very different thing. They're still getting the fish, but the journey and the process towards obtaining the fish puts them in a very different place vibrationally. Okay, the one is in a place of dependence, insecurity, and fear because they have fish today. They can't fully enjoy it because they're already stressed about where the fish will come from tomorrow. And the other person is in a place of feeling abundant, independent, trusting themselves, feeling confident, and knowing that they will have fish eternal forevermore. So they experience their reality very differently. Okay. There is a safe place for you to go, but you can't look for that safe place through the conditions of your reality. It's only going to make you feel more insecure, and it's only going to make you feel more unstable. You have to go to the safe place within yourself, because only through you are you connected to source. You only find source, that which you call God, that which is well-being, that stream of well-being, that stream of abundance is found only here within you. And you've got to be willing to do the journey through all the muck and through all the discomfort. Many people cannot be alone with themselves. Many people cannot enjoy their own company. And that is why we are so diseased as a human race. Because we think we can bypass the only path to the God force within us by going to an external force. And you can't. The relationship with well-being and the relationship with God, the relationship with source, the relationship with the universe, the pathway is inward. So everything that you want to achieve, you achieve within yourself. If you want a better relationship with your parents, you have to be willing to embrace and appreciate the fact that they trigger you and provide you with an opportunity to heal, to grow, and to evolve the part of you that is mother and father. If you want a better relationship, romantic relationship with a masculine or a feminine, you have to be willing, even though they trigger you and they annoy you and they upset you, to appreciate and to embrace the opportunity that they give you to heal, to grow, and to evolve your own inner masculine, your own inner feminine. If you want to have a better, more profound relationship with your children, you have to be willing to embrace, to appreciate, and to accept the opportunity that they give you to heal, to grow, and to evolve your own inner child. You cannot be resistant to life and expect that somebody else is going to bring you happiness and joy. You've got to come into harmony with your life force, with your experience, and that only happens inwards. And the sooner we stop blaming those outside of us, the quicker we get there. Everybody offers us an opportunity to fulfill our soul's mission. Nobody comes to hinder it, even though we have made demons and monsters of so many. A safe place for you to go is meditation. Rest and restoration is solitude, is to doing the process, is to having the internal conversations and to moving through the discomfort. Because as I said, so many of us, we will wrestle and we will fight with and we will try and manipulate the conditions outside of ourselves, all in the effort to avoid the person in the mirror. I'm going to draw from 3 decks. So you, those of you who are here to receive this message, you can welcome your guides, your keepers, your angel guides into the space. This is a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. This message is to serve you and not to hinder. And if you are not on this wavelength, if this is uncomfortable for you and it triggers you, that is where your work begins, and you have the free will to choose how you work. You don't have to be in this space, okay? But if it resonates with you and your guides and your keepers have led you here to receive this message, ask them which number resonates with you, 1, 2, or 3 for your message. Okay, because I'm going to pull 3 separate messages. Okay, that's 1. 2, that is from the Winged Tarot. Angel Guides. 2, the next message that the next deck that I'm pulling messages from is the Goddess Tarot. Okay, that's done. And then 3, the third message that I am channeling for you is from the Del Toro Tarot. Okay. And I'm going to pull a significator to give you, to clarify the energy of the message that's going to come through for you so that you can know without a doubt if that is your message. And if it's not, just choose another one. Okay. Okay, got that message. So, the angels, the Winged Tarot, what is at the heart of the energy for number 1, for those of you who choose pile 1, is elevation, celebration. You are ready to let in the celebration that you have worked towards. So what I'm getting is I'm getting the marriage energy. And it could be it could be an actual marriage where you've been engaged for a while and your relationship is ready to move to the next level. But it could be a marriage to your purpose, to your work, to your relationship with money, moving into a solid place where you can celebrate, to your position in family as someone that was born gifted. I had into a very Christian family, and then being fostered by a Muslim woman, I have my religious beliefs have always come into question. And only when I decided that those are not questions I need to answer for other people, because that's not part of my purpose, only I need to know who I am and what I represent, was I free from that question constantly popping up. And then all of my loved ones saw me for who I really am and the work that I'm really doing. And regardless of their personal religious beliefs or their personal faith, they respect and value my work. And that's what I'm feeling. That's the kind of elevation that I'm feeling for you. Pile 1. It is a marriage of sorts where everybody, where family, friends, loved ones come together and celebrate with you. And this marriage could be in any area of your life. So take it as it resonates. That's the energy for pile 1. If that resonates with you, that is your pile. The energy for pile 2 is the Empress. It is the individual who has spent many years and months doing the work to tune into your intuition, to understand your purpose here as it is, how you serve and how you add value to the world. You are the healer, you are the teacher, you are the leader. You are the one who has come to heal the bloodline. You are the one who has come to challenge the norms, to upgrade the system. And you are in a place where you are rising in your power as the Empress and the mother, knowing and understanding that you are giving birth to a whole new world. Your whole world is changing. And you are coming out of the shadow and stepping into the spotlight. Because you understand your value, you understand your energy, you understand how the laws of our universe works, you understand your power and how the energy that you bring from an authentic place serves and changes and heals everyone that you come into contact with. There is also a baby, a new child being born. So that could be your new world, where your whole world is different moving forward. Some of you, it is an actual child, new life coming in. As this child comes in with no karma and as a companion for you. So this could be your starseed child you're giving birth to, your child that remembers past life. This is your gifted child that you are giving birth to. That's pile 2. Okay, so whether it's and it doesn't have to be a baby physically, it could be a new business. It could be that you've shifted into doing your work, your purpose, and that is the baby that you offer that is going to be a part of bringing ancient wisdom to the forefront. Okay, so if that resonates with you, pile 2 is your pile. Pile 3, what is at the heart of this energy for pile 2 is the Fool. Now the Fool, if you're not familiar with the energy of the Fool, might sound like a bad card, but it is not at all. The Fool is the Joker. The Fool is the magician. You are the person that is light-hearted and easy and fun. You're the comedian, you're the artist, you're the actor. You wear whatever mask people need to see to bring them their truth. The Fool trusts and has a beautiful relationship with their non-physical team, with their spirit guides, with their angel guides. You completely trust and understand how your guidance system works. You trust your intuition. And when you are being guided by your guides or your intuition, you take that leap immediately. You don't consider what people are going to think. You don't consider what other people are going to say. You're at this place where you are completely free and you understand that the most value that you can get and have out of your experience, the most powerful thing that you have is your guidance system, and is to trust your team, that you are an ancient being. You are a spirit having a human experience, not the other way around. And you are ready to take a leap of faith towards something that you have been working towards for a really, really long time. So if that resonates with you, pile 3 is your pile. Okay, so now I'm going to start channeling the messages. For those of you who have chosen pile 1, the energy that is coming through is the number 8 and the infinity sign. This is the year of the 8. So if you are number 8 in numerology, or if you have 8 in your birth date, this message is going to resonate with you in a powerful way. But the message that is coming through is that karmic cycles in your life have closed. Things that you found yourself struggling with, narratives, energy, subjects that you found yourself bumping into, relationship after relationship, situation after situation. No matter how far you'd move to a new city, you'd move to a new country, and you'd experience the same things that you are trying to run from. You finally stopped running. And that karma, that old karma has been worked through. So you are going to be having these same old subjects come back into your experience, but in a very new way. You're going to experience your relationship either with love, with money. And I've got the Two of Pentacles. So for many of you, this is going to be with money. Your relationship with money is going to be different. You see, all the years before this, you've asked for more money. You've asked for more security. You've asked for more so you can help the people you love. You've wanted more because you have great projects you want to bring to life. Every time you save the money, the cat dies or the car breaks down and the money's got to go somewhere else. Your relationship with money has just been sort of fleeting, and you've been working on getting to a place where you have the financial abundance to make the impact that you want to make, but also to enjoy your experience and not have to worry when you have a great idea, when you're inspired to something new. Where am I going to get the money from? You have no idea. You are going to be surprised with how your relationship with money has moved into the energy of the king. Therefore, the celebration. Spirit wants you to know that what you've experienced in the years before this was a part of your journey. It was a part of the lessons you needed to learn. It was a part of the becoming. But things for you in the area of stability are going to shift in a major way, because as much as you have experienced in past lives great challenge with your relationship with money, you have also had past experience where you had a relationship of that embodied great success and celebration. And that next phase begins for you now. You're going to have opportunities coming into your experience that is going to bring you great abundance. You are going to have inheritance coming out of nowhere. You are going to have winning tickets that you didn't even know you entered. You are going to have people coming and wanting to invest in your ideas. You are going to have offers of partnership. And it's going to seem like it comes out of nowhere, but you see, you have invested and poured into what seemed to be empty cups for a very long time, and you've continued to do so because you are good, because you care more about the co-creative experience and helping other people to believe and elevate and to feel that there is a sense of goodness in the world than you have about money. And so your abundance is coming around to you in a powerful and profound way. If this resonates with you, claim it. Please let me know, comment. And as I said, this might not be happening yet, but you might already be noticing that you are receiving offers and having a different level, a different type of conversation. Okay, that you are attracting a different breed of people into your experience that are just on a different wavelength in their relationship with money. These are indications, these are synchronicities that let you know that your kingdom, your empire has already been built, and this karmic cycle has closed, and so the gap between where you have been and your empire is also closing. Okay, let's move on to pile 2. For those of you who have chosen pile 2, embodying the energy of the Empress, you know what's changed for you. The thing that you've done recently that has shifted your entire world and your entire reality is that you've released a great burden. For some of you, that has been a long-term, unfulfilling, toxic marriage or relationship. For some of you, that has been a career. holding on to the old value that, you know what, you keep investing, and you work hard and you make the changes, and then you will be appreciated and you will receive the rewards. You stayed in a place for too long and you knew it. But you know what? You honored it. You gave it your best. And what's happened in the recent past is you've let it go. You've released the burden. You've realized, you've come to great awareness that it's not yours to carry. And you have nothing to prove. And walking away from something that you have been very attached to for a long time is not a failure, it is growth. This is why you have the space, the capacity to welcome in this new empire, this new life. Suddenly something that you've wanted for a long time is manifesting into your experience, and it's going to have a profound and beautiful impact on the world, on your world, and on the lives that you touch. You have a great calling upon your life, and this relationship or situation has held you back for a long time. You're going to experience yourself as coming out of the shadows. You will achieve fame. Your name will be known. You are definitely coming out of the shadows. And you are the answer to a lot of people's asking. What you are about to offer is truly profound. And you are going to experience yourself through great joy and satisfaction. Your life is about to change. And the lives that you have come here to impact, they're going to change too. So congratulations, you have done well in releasing something that you have been very attached to for a very, very long time. Okay, I'm moving on to pile 3. For those of you who have chosen pile 3, the main energy is the energy of the Fool, as I've explained earlier. Very, very beautiful energy, because when your intuition inspires you, you take that leap. You don't care what people think. You are not a people pleaser. You are not bound to anybody's opinion. You are not bound to anyone's perspective. You respect other people's process, and you embrace every opportunity, and your life shows this. Okay, so the message for you, in your willingness to trust your guidance system, to know and understand that you are not alone here, that you do have angel guides, spirit guides, you have your, and your emotions are always letting you know where you are. The energy, the message that comes through for you is, you've always had this struggle of having to make things happen for the collective, because you can already see the vision and you're still trying to get them to catch up. Okay, you've always been the one taking the action. Everybody agrees, yes, this is how it should be, this is how it should look, this is going to be best for us, and then you're the one doing all of the work and trying to convince everybody else that it's worth it, and that it is going to work out. And what's going to happen for you now is you're learning, and you are being guided towards stopping that. Stop taking action when people are not vibrationally ready. You are awakening to, and you are going to begin to see this. The more that you take a step back and allow things to happen, the more they are going to work out in your favor. You are also going to be attracting people into your experience that are not in agreement with where they want to go, but expecting someone else to take them there. You are going to attract people who are passionate about the things that you are passionate about. Trust that the universe is removing people from you who might appreciate your energy and might really deserve what it is that you are trying to guide them towards, but are not willing to become and embody the frequency of experiencing themselves through that high value perspective. What is important for you to know and understand, my pile threes, is that action without the vibrational grid being filled in is pointless. It does nothing. It's like a vacuum that you run through the whole house, across the floor of the whole house, but you didn't plug it in. It's not going to make a difference. And you need to stop doing that. Experience your reality through the 5D perspective, which means you embody the energy that you want to see. You are committed to your growth. You are committed to your what you are inspired to towards the moment. You are inspired. You completely embody the energy, the mindset, and the focus that is required to get that done. And you are trying to teach. For the longest time, you've been trying to teach other people to do the same. What Spirit is saying, you're having a 5D experience now, which means stop trying to enforce action. Do the vibrational work. So envision and see the people that you are co-creating with, that you are working with, embodying the understanding and the value of becoming a vibrational match to what it is they want to achieve. To embodying the vibration and the frequency of commitment to self, to embodying the vibration and the frequency of self-worth, to embodying the vibration and the frequency of understanding that their energy, their actions do matter, that they do make an impact, of embodying and becoming a vibrational match to the confidence and to their own faith. You understand? You become that. You feel that and you see that because you've been in this place for so long where you've tried to sell people's dreams to themselves that you expect that people are going to want things and be too lazy to become it and to execute it. You're attracting a different breed of people. It's important that you understand that there's a split. Some people on this earth are experiencing themselves and their reality through the conditions. They feel like victims, they feel helpless, and they feel the conflict and the turmoil and the suffering. Okay? Life is really, really hard at the moment for them, and everybody else is to blame. Okay? And then there are some of us that are experiencing our reality through the fifth dimension, 5D perspective, where we understand that there is value in everything that somebody is offering us. Okay? Where we understand how to plug the vacuum in first before we vacuum. Tune into source. Get into alignment. We understand this. We understand how important our energy is. The energetic and vibrational work is key. That is where all the power is. We are still sharing the planet with these other people, but there's a big glass between us. They can see the fruits on your tree blooming, and they're bitter about the fact that the fruits on their tree is not. And for some reason, they are inclined to believe that you were lucky somehow and to resent you for it. You are not going to be able to share your fruits with them. There's a massive glass between you. They are not a match to your fruits, and you've got to accept that. You've got to be okay with that. We've got to be okay with the fact that some people make choices that keep them in a place of poverty and not hate them for it, and still see and know that just as our guidance system has led us to a place of deeper understanding to set ourselves free from our own bullshit, from our toxic behaviors and our toxic tendencies, from our tendency to self-abandon and self-betray, their guidance system is doing the same. You are nobody's savior. And the sooner you realize this, the sooner they can tap into their own guidance system and become their own hero. That is your message, Pile 3. I hope that these messages serve you well. And I thank you for being here and sharing in this energy with me, for showing up. We give thanks to the universe, guides, keepers for bringing these messages and this guidance. And I wish you well. I will chat to you guys again soon. Love and light. Whatever you do, do what is best for you. Nobody else is your guidance system. If the message resonates, take it, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, it's just not for you, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you are doomed. You're in a different place. If it triggers, that's where your work begins. Get a spiritual coach. Get a spiritual guide. Start doing the work so that your triggers do not control your life. Do not be conditional about your experience. You deserve unconditional love. And that is the gift you give yourself. Bye now.